25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. To throw on second down, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Second down and 4. Go Gunner, go Gunner, go Gunner, go. They run again with Breida. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Here we go, hey.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. Looking to throw. Jones. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting. Crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
You can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to have it here just past the 25. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Bama. Up we go.
Off play action. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Giants at 4-3, a game over 500. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Detroit. Timberland. Out we go.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes on the clock. 2nd quarter. 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. Jones. Flush to his right. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. This one deep for Wilson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. Pulled in at the 24. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Okay, here we go.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final. Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A gain of 5 brings us 2nd and 5.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. That's to Cook out of the backfield. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Rodgers now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
The 20. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Score Jets 14, Giants nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And give him a gain of 37.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Buying time to his left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Giants nothing.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Cook again. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. In motion right, that's Hardman. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 69 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Again, it's Cook. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 60. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Timberland.
Back to throw. Jones. Able to locate his man Slayton on an out route. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Let's go, let's go.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down, escaping the pressure right. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. They go play action here on 1st down. Out to his left. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 30 yards. And the Giants get a bit closer. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Tariq Carpenter got through and stopped him for the loss.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers. And complete right side to Cook. Gets past, and now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are right back in this football game.
Rodgers pass intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Great.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, and that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Cook. Showing off the elusiveness as he's in. Touchdown. This one now, Charles, you'd have to think all but over.
I would agree with that because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, and it's taken a toll on this defense, and it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The offense on 3rd down, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2. And now here is another interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And quickly they get to the line. Up the middle, it's Cook. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Here's
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw is Rodgers. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line.
First down, New York.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Rodgers going to throw. He finds Wilson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
First and goal, Jets.
Here's Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Giants. Graham Gano on for the extra point. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Hey, take 26.
Rodgers throwing here. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
Giants 40-yard line.
This is Smith with a grab. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Tariq Carpenter. And the Giants are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Here's a toss right side for Breida. And he is going to lose yardage here.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets.
And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.